In this session, we will demonstrate how AppPoint's business application platform accelerates composition and delivery of rich enterprise-class applications to automate departmental processes. For the purpose of illustration, we will look at developing a solution to automate expense management and reporting. The solution is developed leveraging existing tools and information, such as expense statements sourced from credit card companies, HR information in terms of organization structure and project-related details from Oracle HRIS, as well as enterprise authentication provider to enable unified security and single sign-on capability. Expense management solution being composed includes workflows, policy enforcement, analytics, as well as reporting. Let us now look at the expense management solution model using AppsOnAzure and deployed on Microsoft's Azure infrastructure. To begin the demonstration, we would log into the expense management solution as a member of the finance team and create an expense statement for an employee. Typically, this activity is carried out on a scheduled basis by automatically importing credit card statement received from the bank. For the sake of the demonstration, we would import the credit card statement for a specific employee. Using built-in data transformation capability, all of the information from the credit card statement is transformed into expense report. Now that the expense report is created, using built-in impersonation capability, let us now log into the system as the employee. As you can see, the employee would be able to view the recently submitted expense statements and update the information to include remarks, project to which the expense needs to be billed, as well as departments to which certain expenses can be billed. Solution being implemented includes a two-phased approval process. First phase approval being carried out by the reporting manager, and the second phase involving either the department head or the project lead. Again, using built-in impersonation mechanism, let us now log in as a reporting manager of the employee to approve the expense report. Once the reporting manager has approved, we would log in as a project lead to approve expenses which are to be billed to specific projects. We are now logging in as a project lead. Few of the expenses being submitted are to be billed to the project for which the current logged in user is the project lead, giving him an option to approve or reject them. To approve other non-billable expenses which are to be approved by department head, let us impersonate a specific department head and approve those expense reports which needs to be billed to his department. At this point in time, with all of the approvals being completed, finance team gets to perform the final processing of the expense report, which involves resynchronizing the approval status with the financial system for appropriate actions to be taken, which in this particular scenario is carried out using Oracle Financials. Leveraging the analytical and reporting capabilities of the platform, solution being modeled also includes a customizable management dashboard, providing a high-level graphical overview of information pertaining to expense statements and claims. Further, solution being modeled also includes a capability where employees can submit claim requests against expenses which have been paid for, either using personal credit cards or other modes of payment. Unlike processing of statements received against corporate credit cards, in this scenario, employees are allowed to manually enter all of the expense information and configure them as either billable to a project or to a department. Once all of the information is configured, employees can submit the request for further approval. Approval process being followed for these expenses is identical to approval of expenses paid for by corporate credit card. Only difference being that post-approval processing of these requests would involve reimbursement to employees, which is again managed using Oracle Financials.